Hi and welcome back to Prêt-à-Template app YouTube channel. And this is another illustration tutorial where we will explore drawing tips for this complex and beautiful Etro look. Here's my Prêt-à-Template app and I'm selecting a women catwalk template within the bodice section. I'll use this icon to modify the opacity, leaving only the center view and making it barely visible so I can build an illustration right on top of it. First step is to make a drawing, which I'll do with a black pencil of the smallest size. It's quite straightforward, so let's speed this up. Here's what we got, and now it's time to add color. Let's open Layers menu and tap plus to add one more layer. Use a solid tool and a skin colors palette. Make sure the layer for color goes under the sketch so the color doesn't cover the drawing. Extend the color to the areas that will be covered with transparent fabrics. Now add a new layer on top of the skin color and pick a flat marker in a small size to color the shirt. Use transparency of the tool, creating shadows by layering color over the areas twice or thrice. This color toggle allows you to push the color value and get a quick access to the shades you might need. Pull it to the left. Take a darker shade for creating darkest edges and accents. Now let's apply the same technique for these transparent pants, but increase the size of marker to get it in one swift motion. Then use side of the marker to go over and darken the edges, and then leave it at that for now. I'll switch to dark olive green and solid tool to go over the entire jacket area. Once that is done, let's add a layer on top and tap the reference peak, pulling it onto the palettes area to get the custom colors from it. I want to combine this gray color with green I have to make a wool looking complex shading, so I'll take a watercolor brush and apply it on top. So what about this pattern? Open the prints tool and choose this option, as it's quite similar to the reference. Swatch a little patch on the side just to have one single motif and select scissors tool to outline it. You can now pull it to the jacket, scale it and rotate as required, and once the position is final, approve it here on the left side tab. Pull the layer under the gray shadows made before and it will create the same muted effect as the reference, and erase the areas around the edges. If you want to take it a notch further, use pencil in a large size with a light green olive color to create a textural effect on this pattern. Notice that the way you hold the rebel pencil affects the marks it makes. I like to hold it horizontal when I need the broad strokes with more texture. Last touches to the jacket with a black marker to get those thin shadows that separate the panels and add the feeling of material thickness, coloring buttons with a small pen and a pocket. I'll be using the same pattern application approach as with the jacket, and I've used the purple one and added a few green passages with marker. To replicate the textural effect on the edge, I continue using marker of the smallest size, this time leaving marks with a tapping motion, exploring the character of the fabric. I use marker to color the face and a black pen to emphasize the important lines and face features, but it's just a personal preference as there are many ways to go about it. And here's a finished illustration. Thank you for watching and we hope you got some useful tips. Please let us know if you enjoyed this tutorial and give it a like. Also subscribe to the channel to see more videos or tutorials and news from Prêt-à-Template app.